Welcome back, guys. This one was kind of tough for me because you know, I recently did some outside work here. That was just a couple videos back, and a friend watched it and asked if I wanted some advice and made some suggestions for how to do a little bit better at caulking. This whole channel is all about my journey and my growth and getting better at things. I never claimed to be an expert. I'm always trying to be honest with you guys. And so in this video, I am like absolutely highlighting, putting a spotlight, magnifying glass on some of my lesser abilities or some of my mistakes. I believe this caulk would seal this area up as I need it to and want it to, but it definitely doesn't look good, and there's opportunity for issues. There's a few gaps in there. The water is going to kind of run in random places, and so I've used caulk my whole life. Probably everybody knows this trick I'm going to do today. Somehow I missed the memo on it, and so I'm going to try a couple little minor things different, and we're going to give it a go. And I have not practiced. I have not done this. I'm taking these suggestions. You're going to see first time, first attempt after someone suggests, hey, try doing it this way, and we'll see how that goes. So what are we going to do? What am I doing differently with caulking? Well, a couple things. I usually struggle with getting, once I apply the bead of caulk, you know, if I try to smooth it out with my finger, it's not like I never knew that. In fact, hold on one sec. In fact, I even got this little tool somewhere at some point in time. I've tried it, still really didn't work out all that great because it sticks to it. I clumps, either pull too much away. I feel like I just make a bunch of mess. I end up with it all over my hand, which that would be fine if it would make a nice, smooth looking valley and you know, cover the whole surface area. But it just ends up being all over the place. Well, for one, when I cut my tube, I usually go as far as it goes. So that's pushed all the way to the other side of the hand grip. The opening is going to be pretty wide, almost as wide as the center part of this. So that's one thing I do. And you know, I just lay it on thick. I'll lay it over a couple times if I have to. It's thick, it's sloppy, doesn't look great, and leave it like that. I usually use silicone or latex caulk. This is latex, it's cheaper. I actually probably use this more than the silicone. Either way, water's not going through it. So I'm like, as long as I've covered the entire area, I'm good to go. So I'm gonna try two different things. I'm gonna cut this a little smaller part of this so that the tip's a little finer, so I'm not putting as much down, which that is a problem. Even when I do try to run my finger through it, a lot of times I have a ton of excess. I end up like having to get a, I don't know, a trash bag or something, and I just am throwing all kinds of it away. The other step that I'm excited about, this is the memo apparently I've missed my whole life. Maybe you knew about it, maybe you didn't. My friend told me he takes a spray bottle and just mixes water and Dawn dish soap, sprays it down. I've never heard that one. Another friend even said he doesn't even put it in a spray bottle. He just takes a cup or a bowl or whatever, dips his fingers in it, so he has the soapy water on his fingers, and he does it that way. So kind of getting a little too aggressive there with pushing down my trigger. If I needed it in just a tiny little space, actually, I think I'd be doing a little better off right now. Some of this, like that piece, is actually the metal stuck to it. All right, set that down. I'd like the spray bottle to not spray in such a strong stream, but here we go. I apologize to you guys for the angle of the camera in these first few shots. It does get better through this video. So, I will say, this is 100 times easier to deal with than my previous experiences. So I've never done that, and my goodness, it makes it work out just fine. Right now, the best I can show you is like right here. That really shows it. but I really hope you guys are seeing this. But it's hard to tell because I'm getting underneath here. We'll go a second round, but this is working out way better. I want you guys to remember, as I start going down this side with the door, how it looks as far as the old caulk that is like in the louvers and whatnot, because this may not look like amazing when it's done, just because some of that is still there, the residual, the old stuff. For the most part, there was just a little hump of latex caulk still there, but for the most part it's gone, and it's not like I left any, it's just with it, it's whatever, you know what I'm saying. I definitely would not apply as much soapy water if, I don't even know where that water bottle came from, that spray bottle, that's an old one, and it's kind of like straight streamlined jet line stuff. I can't seem to get it to just mist. So actually, ideally, I'd prefer a little less water because it's really watered down. But I mean, if you look down here at that bottom like that, yeah, I had a lot of excess there, but that's what your caulk should look like, not what I had at the start of the day. And I'm sure you remember what that was like. Pile that in. I am gonna go ahead and seal up both sides of these. I did over here already off camera for a moment. All right, so it may be hard to tell because, you know, some of that old stuff is in there, and even some of the new stuff like presses into this, like it's not a completely smooth surface, but everything is way, and like, yeah, this piece that looks like it's bad is a hard piece, but everything is way smoother in there than it was before. And I did, as I said, I did up the each side of the pieces of trim. So anyways, it's really hard to do something and put it out there for the world and show everybody. You don't always know exactly what you're doing, or you don't know the best way, or you're just not that good at it. It's really, really hard when your friends who are watching and are like, hey, can I give you some advice? But I appreciate that, and speaking to you guys, just to know, like, I appreciate it, and because it's really fun when you learn something and you get better at it. This is the part of the process I love, like learning, getting better, improving, and you know, I'll get there. One day I will be able to say, hey, I know what I'm doing, and you guys can take advice from me. But for today, you can just watch and learn from my mistakes if you want to, or just laugh at them or whatever. Anyways, I've gone on and on and on about not knowing how to do caulk today, so I think you get the point. I do know now. I think we all can see that this works a lot better, which, by the way, I did do a second layer. I forgot to mention that. Talked about how that was so thin. Just went a little thicker this time, came out a little bit from the window, so I applied it like one step beyond where I had previously put some caulk down, and then did the same exact thing. Soapy water, ran my finger, and I think I got a nice little bead going there, nice seal. So anyways, let me know what you guys think, and keep letting me know when there's better ways that I just am not aware of. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.